Because like gravity, if I don't feel racism, it doesn't exist, I vote Republican.
There's a question that St. Ronald Ignatius Beelzebub Reagan made famous. I cannot remember my many crimes, but hey, those jelly beans are quite tasty, aren't they, Timmy? But also another question. Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? Now, we find ourselves in a moment where great thinkers, like me, must ask our fellow patriots a similar existential question ahead of probably the most important election since 2016, when we started to push back against the liberal agenda of not caring which bathroom people pee and poop in, not treating the poor like criminals by default, and acknowledging people who don't look and pray like us. Cucks. I must ask you all a very simple, very important question. Is America ready? It might be an uncomfortable question to ask, but it simply must be asked. And I have another one that the super far left official corporate sponsors of the Antifa left and the Democrat Party may not want to answer, but I'm a truth bomb thrower, and I'm not about to stop chucking them tonight, folks. So here goes. Has Biden thought about sex with even a single family member? Even once? Boom. Checkmate, libs. Let's bring on a friend of the show, Jethro Bohiggins, right now. Jethro was just addressing this on his podcast this afternoon, and I wanted to give him a larger platform. Jethro, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me as always, Freddie.
My pleasure, Jethro. We only have about 60 seconds, but explain to our viewers what you meant today when you were talking about the country's, quote, moral decline if we don't elect a man who wants to see his own family members naked in a sexual context, will you?
Sure, Freddie. We ain't talking about consensual blowjobs in the Oval Office. That's impeachable. That's beyond impeachable. That's actually treason against the highest office of the land, and it's actually probably punishable by death if you want to get technical about it.
Absolutely solid constitutional reasoning as always, Jethro.
I know, right? Anyway, Fred, this is all just a lot of craziness. It's different. It's different because Trump was put there by God himself to protect us from the liberals. And by the way, this is all just a distraction from the fact that the Democrats started the KKK, okay? And we only defending their monuments so that we can keep reminding people that they started the KKK, and it is not about the fact that we might, agree with the racist who put up the monuments in the first place. That's all. That's like a side thing, though. You know what I mean? That's like 8-ball side pocket. That ain't in the corner pocket. That ain't the side pocket.
Sorry, Jethro, but we're going to have to pick that up at another time.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Fred. Good night. God bless.
A quick break, and we'll be right back. This week on Dude Fucking.
Dude. Fucking.
Is going back to a president with zero sexual desire for his family members really a bridge we want to cross right now? We just elected our first pro-incest president, and I'm not sure we should just go willy-nilly rolling back the clock on progress. This is not like going from the first, urban wink-wink president to his buffoonish pretend billionaire reality TV racist con man troll to own the libs and burn the country down to the ground. That's ordained by the Bible itself. Google it. No, this would be a major mistake in my opinion, which I am legally obligated to tell you is paid for in part by a generous donation from the re-elect President Donald Trump Comrades PAC. But because I didn't prepare an actual excuse, deflection, or denial for that fact, I think it's a perfect time to cut to something super duper American and then a commercial. We'll be right back.